Have you ever imagined that 8 tiny mussels could control the water supply for millions of people? It sounds like a sci-fi story, but in Poznan, Poland, it's very real. Today, we're diving into one of the strangest, most fascinating water management secrets in the world: how mussels are keeping a city's drinking water safe. Clean water is one of the most essential resources on our planet, and it is also one of the biggest challenges for governments and engineers everywhere. Cities rely on complex systems of pipes, pumps, and sensors to ensure that every drop of water is safe to drink. But what if nature could do it better than machines? In Poznan, a city in western Poland, the Dębiec water treatment plant has embraced a biological approach to water safety, and the stars of the show are 8 humble mussels. Yes, you heard that right, mussels. Here's the science. These 8 mussels are equipped with tiny heat sensors on their shells. They are connected to a computer network that monitors the city's water supply. When the water is clean and healthy, the mussels open their shells and feed as usual, filtering out tiny organic particles. But if the water quality drops, if pollutants or harmful substances rise, they close their shells. And this isn't just a passive behavior. When a mussel shuts, it triggers an electrical signal through a spring attached to its shell. That signal tells the city's water system to pause the supply, preventing potentially dangerous water from reaching homes. Here's the kicker. If 4 mussels close at the same time, it means the water is heavily polluted, and the city's entire water supply is temporarily cut off. Millions of people could lose access to clean water until the problem is resolved. So, why mussels? Because these tiny creatures are incredibly sensitive to their environment. They need clean, oxygen-rich water with minimal chemical or physical impurities to survive. When pollution rises, they instinctively close their shells and slow their metabolism, a biological warning that is far more precise than any machine. Unlike artificial sensors, mussels react immediately to subtle changes, and their behavior is a natural indicator of water safety. In other words, the city of Poznan is using living organisms as real-time monitors for millions of residents. Poznan's main water source is the Warta River, which flows through densely populated urban areas and old industrial zones. Heavy industry in these regions has existed since the late 19th century, making the water vulnerable to pollution. To ensure safe drinking water, scientists had to ask a difficult question. How can a city rely on a water source that isn't naturally clean? The answer: harness the sensitivity of mussels. Researchers at the Institute of Water Protection, Adam Mickiewicz University, tested this system, and the results were promising. Mussels act as living filters and real-time alarm systems, complementing existing technology. When mussels close, computers can take immediate action, either by stopping water flow or alerting engineers to investigate. This system has been dubbed a nature-based water alarm and is a great example of how humans can work with, not against, nature to solve global challenges. Who would have thought that tiny mussels could play such a powerful role in city infrastructure? From filtering water to triggering citywide alerts, these creatures are quietly ensuring millions of people have safe drinking water every day. Next time you sip a glass of clean water, remember, somewhere, 8 tiny mussels might just be keeping it safe for you.